So before I go any further with this staying on top of your business tips, I just want to go back to give me one sec here. Just kind of staying on top of things with scheduling. I've talked to you about making a plan for each day, and also like having a schedule written out for certain tasks for each day, and also keeping a day planner to book your, to keep your appointments and to be able to stay on top that way. But the one thing I forgot to go over is the big calendar. This is an Avon calendar, of course. The one thing, I guess the only way to get into this is to kind of share an experience that I've had. First of all, like, your upline and your district manager is really good to help you. So if you're new or kind of semi-new or whatever, and you're watching this video and you don't like to really be connected with your Avon team that is over you, I would definitely encourage you to stay connected, because nobody can do things alone by themselves, and that's why we have our upline team, not only to build our team so we can get extra income, but also to like kind of mentor our downline and to make sure that they're healthy, make sure that they're getting the training that they need, and also if there's any problems that they run into, then that's what we're here for too. And just to kind of stay connected, give them ideas, just basically to help them be successful. I mean, it's your business. This is, and of course, like my business with Avon and your business with Avon, and you're the boss. But I think my encouragement is to stay connected with your upline, with your upline sponsor and your district managers. Don't neglect meeting with them, because they're the ones who are more experienced than you, and they're the ones who are going to help you to be successful. I think that's really important. I just wanted to share that. But also, going back to that, kind of got off topic a little bit, but my district manager has given me ideas like to do like Avon on location, and just kind of teaching me how to be successful, because, you know. So anyway, she gave me this idea of doing Avon on location and different stuff, and I've went on some online classified ads to look for like events so that I can call and maybe try to book a table so that I can do Avon on location just before Christmas. But I think it was around October I started looking, and I pretty much I've gotten a list of as many as I could, and I wasn't getting in because they were pretty much all filled. So a business, and this is good for us to keep as well, is you kind of need to be on top of the calendar. So, you know, like, don't plan, like usually businesses, companies have board meetings with their staff to kind of plan out meetings and like different stuff like that, and maybe some things for the year. So they got their calendar in front of them. And so for me, if I wanted to do some Avon on location, I should have started booking earlier, like as far as like summer or spring, and start looking for those, because you want to plan ahead so that way you can get your foot in the door. Because if you wait at the last minute, chances are it's not going to work. Or like anything else, like whether it's like some ideas with your team or yourself, like for example myself, like for Christmas, for example, I put together a little a brochure, and I put it in a what's new bag, and I put some candy canes in there, and I went and handed them out to reach out to new customers. And when I a couple days later, I went to my gifts and the bows, I thought, that would look so neat to have put them on there. So make sure that you plan ahead so that you can be successful. I mean, it probably would have meant nothing to the person that you're giving it to, but I always say do your brochures like a goodie bag or like a gift bag, because people like to receive gifts and they like to basically, people love receiving gifts, right? So, and that's your foot into the door, is to do things nice and pretty and do like a goodie bag or whatever. But I'm planning on doing a Valentine's goodie bag for next month. So I need to make sure that I plan and save money to do that, because I'm going to want to get some like cinnamon hearts, maybe some red and white ribbon to tie on the top of my bags, or whatever ideas that I come up with, just to it's a really neat way for an outreach to new customers. So those type of things you need to plan early, especially if it's to do Avon on location at like certain vendors, just to get on top of your calendar a few months in advance. That's what they do in actual businesses. So even to me, because I go to church, the new year we're gonna start having outreach meetings and start planning the whole year, so that way we're not lacking or slacking or missing out on any opportunities. And also, going back to customers, these little order forms, these things that you get in your order form book, obviously you keep one for yourself and you keep the other one for your customer. I usually staple them on the bag, and then I usually do a thank you. Give me one sec here. I do one of these things. I don't know if you can see that, but I usually staple this. I cut it out, of course, closer to a square, and then I kind of staple it on the edge of their receipt, and then I staple them both to the bag. And this is what I mean by staying on top of your business too, is don't leave things like this that look messy. Cut them out in circles, make sure that you have extra copies if this is what you're going to do. Cut them out so that they look neat. Stick them in a folder, a baggie, or a sheet protector, and put them in a binder. But when you do order forms, always write them down. When you're doing Avon, you kind of need to be ready for phone calls, and you need to have your brochure, and you need to have your order book in front of you, because it's good if you can remember who ordered what, but sometimes if it gets overwhelming, you're not going to really know who ordered what. Then you're going to start calling everybody and asking if they ordered this. So always, when I'm always referring to an actual business firm, if you're going to go and buy something, whether they do it printable